Hello, everyone, and welcome to an introduction to the journey to Germany by me, Dr. Ocean Behel. You can reach out to me through my Instagram or through the Gmail account that I have mentioned on the screen and also in the video description box. If you are confused about pursuing your PG in Germany like many other students in India, then this video is for you. I will be covering the following topics. I will be covering them briefly, but if you guys need a detailed video on any of the topics, then please feel free to reach out to me. I will be talking about the PG system in Germany, how it is different but similar to the system in India, the requirements for a PG, both academic and non academic, the current situation with respect to India, that is, how you can get there, if you can come back, which is a question in a lot of our minds, the exams that you need to give to start your PG, the alternative paths other than the standard, doing the language levels, giving FSP, giving Kenntnisprüfung. So, a little bit about that. And I will also be talking about a personalized plan based on the time you have and the specialty that you want to pursue. Just a little disclaimer that all the information that I'm presenting here is based on the data that I've collected, and as the PG system in Germany is not as streamlined or established as it is in India, it could change from time to time. And I will also be sharing my personal opinion, and a lot of other agencies have other opinions in this process, so it doesn't reflect on them. And as I am human too, if you find any mistakes or discrepancies, please feel free to reach out to me through the means that are given in the video description. Starting right off the bat, the PG system in Germany requires 5 years for any medical PG and 6 years for any surgical PG. And this is if you do it continuously. A lot of people do take breaks in between. In Germany, if you apply for a PG, for example, a PG in something like neurosurgery, which is normally a super specialization, then there is a direct entrance into the system of neurosurgery, although the first 2 years are general surgery and then the 4 years after that are in the specialized surgery. There are yearly exams, but they do not reflect on your final exam, that is the Facharzt exam, and these yearly exams vary from state to state. It is considered as a job, unlike India, where it is based on a ranking system. So, unlike India, where you have to give an exam and then you qualify based on your ranks, over there you have to look for vacancies in different hospitals. And unlike India, again, there is no fee for a PG, and you get paid approximately 3,000 to 4,000 euros a month, with approximately 30 to 40% taxation depending on the tax category that you get put in. The advantages of a PG in Germany are that there are a better chance to get into the super specialization, because if you do a specialization in India, for example, if you do general surgery, and then you have to give another exam to get into the super specialization, then there is a lesser chance that you will get into it, unlike Germany, where you already know what you're going to get. Of course, there are better standards of living, we all know that, compared to India at least. And the professional ethics, in my personal opinion, are better in Germany, how much ever I have worked there. The rewards for working are definitely better than India, because unlike India, where overtime is not paid separately, in Germany it is. That is just a small thing I'm telling you. And the surgical techniques in Germany are considered to be one of the most advanced in the world. The disadvantages, of course, are the language, firstly, because it's a completely different language, and pursuing the medical system in that language, especially, can be very tough. Of course, it's also a new country and there are new people, it's a new culture, so you do need time to get used to it. And also, with better professional ethics come better, stricter work rules. And that basically means that you have to work more, you have to work harder, but then again, they are rewarded. Coming to the second objective, that is the requirements for the PG. Obviously, you need your MBBS degree. You also need work experience in a German hospital, that is also known as a hospitation or an observership. And you definitely need a strong CV, and research can contribute to it. Teaching experience is not required per se, but it is preferred because the PG system in Germany means that you will also be teaching your juniors just like India, and they do value teaching experience. So, as I mentioned, that for the strength of your CV, research is good. Then I would also like to mention side by side that the research in Germany is common in their undergraduate system, and they also publish a final thesis at the end of their medical degree after they get their doctorate degree. What you can do to come at par with them is basically a Google Forms based survey, or you can collaborate with professors in your own hospital or college, or you can even collaborate with each other and divide the work and publish together. Coming to the third objective of the video, the current situation with respect to India. So, I am not an expert on this, I am letting you know right away. I do not provide visa services, but what I do know that there are different ways of getting there. You can apply for a student visa if you're pursuing a master's in public health, or if you are going for a language degree, then you can apply for a language visa. Many people have different opinions on how common it is to get these visas, but the work visa, which you will get after you have had acceptance from a hospital in Germany, is the most common thing that people take because the other two are a little bit risky. And language level B2 is necessary to apply for any residency. So I would make sure that you are doing your language before starting anything else. Now, coming back to India. So this is a little bit tricky because Germany started accepting any non-German doctors in 2012. And this news reached India and people started preparing, and then finally the PG people from India started going in 2014 and 15. And therefore, the first wave of PG back in India will be around 2021, probably. So then we should come to know about the exact system because till now it's not very clear. Coming to the exams to give. As I mentioned before, the B2 level of exam is necessary, that is, German language exam from the Goethe Institute. And you also need to clear the medical German exam, which is known as the Fachsprachprüfung. Don't get scared by these long German words. They are very easy to understand once you understand the language. Once you give the Fachsprachprüfung, you can join as a non PG doctor. And then you need to clear your approbation, that is your Kenntnisprüfung, to join as a PG student in any specialization. Coming to the FSP, which is the Fachsprachprüfung or the medical German exam, it involves history taking in German, and then there is a short case viva in which the examiners basically try to understand whether your interaction with the patient was at par with any other German doctor. And there is also a short part where you have to translate the Latin to German and German to Latin medical phrases. And this is not that difficult as far as I've heard from other people. And once you've cleared this FSP, this gets you the Berufserlaubnis, which is basically a temporary license to practice. After getting the temporary license to practice, within 2 years, you need to give the Kenntnisprüfung, which is the approbation exam. It is also known as the knowledge test, which is equivalent to any PG entrance exam. And again, I would like to mention that there is state to state variation within Germany itself. It consists of a written exam in which internal medicine, surgery, pharmacology, diagnostics, and all the other MBBS subjects are covered. These four are usually given more weightage, but as I said, it varies from state to state. The practical exam is about 20 to 30 minutes of history taking, patient examination, and a German doctor will be looking at you while you're doing all this. This is quite similar to the USMLE Step 2 examination, in which you have to do the same thing. And there is also the case presentation, and you will be examined by three examiners. They might be from different fields, they might be from the same field that you're trying to pursue, and sometimes you do get to know which fields they are going to be from, so you can prepare accordingly. And then there's the grand viva, in which they can ask you basically anything, and it really depends on them. So, can't really comment on this. Coming to the second last topic, that is any alternative paths that you can take. The first one, and one of the most common ones that I've heard, is the PhD. That is, you apply for a clinical PhD in any university in Germany through DAAD, that is DAAD, and you can get a scholarship. And while you are there, you can make your connections, you can apply for the FSP and the Kenntnisprüfung. But this is just one of the paths. You can also apply for a master's in public health, but I should warn you that this requires fees, and it might not always be in English. If it is in English, then the fees are definitely higher. And then again, you can work as a non PG doctor after clearing your FSP. But again, you will have to give the Kenntnisprüfung to get into a PG program. I have just presented this slide here as the different ways that you can get to your residency degree. What I'm trying to say here is that it is not as fixed as you might think, and that the reason you don't find a lot about the German PG everywhere is because it's not very streamlined. If you want to reach out to me, so you can reach out to me through my Gmail or through my Instagram, that is journey.to.germany. And if you would like a personalized counseling session, then please fill out the Google form in the description box. Thank you very much for listening, and see you next time.